morning voice again because I've been awake for like 10 minutes. I decided to do a vlog because I've been trying to do like one of them a month, and some stuff came up this week that got in the way of proper filming. So I'm gonna like touch on that really quickly. It's not like some big announcement, but I decided to stop fish keeping with my saltwater fish. I rehomed the fish I had left to the local fish store where I got them from, so like it's an amazing place. They'll take really good care of them, but my heart wasn't really in it anymore. But it was also really hard to do the water changes since I sprained my wrist, and also my tank just was kind of boring. I lost a bunch of fish. The clownfish murdered them, and then I bought a new fish and realized he wasn't compatible with other fish, so I was only going to have like one fish. I know it's controversial for a lot of people to like rehome pets, and like the internet could come for me, but whatever. I'm a nobody, first of all. But the thing with fish keeping is it's incredibly common to, you know, rehome, swap fish, whatever. I did it responsibly. I took very good care of my fish for 2 years, but when I started to feel like I wasn't in it anymore, I knew it was time before I started slacking on tank maintenance and that kind of thing. So I did break down the tank mostly yesterday, which, you know, you can see that here. I still have a massive mess to clean up, things to deal with, like the rock and all of that. I have to let the very last bit of water evaporate because I don't want to tip it. There's still sand, and you don't want that to go down your drain. So I'm just going to let it air dry and then clean the sand out. All my leftover supplies, I have someone I'm going to give those to, and anything that was like close to an expiration date or like almost gone or something, I just threw away. A lot of people don't realize how much work fish keeping actually is. I did when I got into it. I did a lot of research, so that was not surprising. What I didn't realize is that I was gonna get pneumonia and then sprain my wrist and end up with carpal tunnel. Like, those things I didn't know were gonna happen. It's good to realize if you can or cannot do it, if you want to dedicate to what the fish need or not. And if you decide not, and you have already started to find a reputable fish store to return them to, not a chain pet store, not a friend, unless your friend is huge into fish and you know that they'll be well taken care of. I've seen over the last year a lot of people go into fish and do it incorrectly, and like, that's not cool. Get way too small of a tank, refuse to get a heater, yeah, and the fish just die, and that's pretty awful. I get people want fish keeping to be cheap and easy, but it isn't either of those things. So if you're not willing to invest your time or some money, maybe fish keeping isn't right for you. I am gonna miss it. It was really sad to make the decision, but ultimately with disabilities, your life changes and you can't always predict it, and that's just how it goes. Now, on the topic of pets, something else you're going to see me doing in my vlog is setting up a shelf in a tank for a Pacman Frog. Reptiles for me are a lot easier. I'm not lifting like 5 gallons of water to do tank changes or refills, and I'm not totally done with fish keeping. My betta unfortunately passed away last year, like right in the middle of the pandemic. He had this weird thing where he was eating his own tail, which I read is kind of like a symptom of like poor breeding. And he eventually got an infection, and I had a really hard time getting a hold of medication quickly, but I also couldn't get him to stop eating his tail. But Having a sick fish in the middle of a pandemic was incredibly difficult because shipping was taking longer than usual, everything was closed, and this happened like late at night when he really started showing symptoms of being sick, so I had to wait until the next day, and then it was unfortunately too late. But in the future I do plan on doing another freshwater fish because I truly do like fish keeping. It's just the saltwater was too big and too difficult for me. Moving on to reptiles, it's a little bit easier because the lack of water. I won't have the anxiety of having 400 pounds of water just sitting in my house waiting to potentially leak everywhere. So you're just gonna see me today finish cleaning up the mess from the fish tank, setting up the stuff for a Pacman Frog. I might get the frog next week. I'm waiting for the rest of the supplies to arrive, which isn't going to be until Saturday. I'm getting the frog from a place called Josh's Frogs, and like the shipping and delivery is only certain days of the week, which fine, totally no problem with that. Yeah, I picked a Pacman Frog because they're pretty sedentary, they're pretty easy to take care of, and I have an obsession with frogs. If you've never seen frogs actually downsized my frog collection. It was like 4 shelves, but I need to get rid of some things. Anyway, this is a really long intro and nobody wants to listen to it. This is incredibly boring. You want to see me do stuff. So I'm gonna be cleaning all day, and yeah, you're gonna come with me.
So this is me emptying the tank. I recorded this the other day, Wednesday, I think. Also, this microphone sounds like shit.
I have to say, the luxury of this disability is my brain woke up with the sun. My body is not there, so let's see how much I get done today, but right now I need a nap.
Okay, here I am cleaning the kitchen. This area is like our catch-all. I have to clean it multiple times a day. We just stack stuff on the island, which is fine, but it looks messy quite often. Also, the microphone sounds like shit because I'm using Apple earbuds because Eric is in a meeting and I can't get the Yeti mic. Okay, so don't judge me. I gotta clean this mess up still. Have to take these rocks outside. This is still drying. And in here, letting this stuff dry out. And then I'll go like dump sand outside. So if you hear a weed whacker. Now what I'm gonna be doing is putting together this calyx for the frog. Hi, Cheetle. Okay, now I'm cleaning out my old 16-gallon fish tank for the frog. I'm using dechlorinated water mixed with vinegar. I have amazing posture, pleasing sees that. It's now the evening. I had to take a rest and eat dinner, but I'm picking up the living room. I'm ending my day catching up on some streaming with the cats. That's all I have. Thanks for watching.